Give me thy torch, boy. Hence and stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew trees lay thee all along, holding thy ear close to the hollow ground. So shall no foot upon the churchyard tread, being loose, unfirm, with digging up of graves, but thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me, as signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go. I am almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will adventure. These are too long. Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh woe, thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly will I do, or wanting that, with tears distilled by moans, the obsequies that I for thee will keep nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. The boy gives warning that something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight, to cross my obsequies and true love's right? What, with a torch? Muffle me, night, awhile. Give me that mattock and wrenching iron. Hold, take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me the light. Upon thy life I charge thee. Whate'er thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descend into this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring I must use in dear employment. Therefore, hence, be gone. But if thou, jealous, dost return to pry in what I farther shall intend to do, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. The time and my intents are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable, far than empty tigers or the roaring sea. I will be gone, sir, and not trouble ye. So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live, and be prosperous. Farewell, good fellow. And now, oh, there we go. For all this same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and intents I doubt. Thou detestable maw, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite I'll cram thee with more food. This is taking too long. Now. No. Okay. This is that banished haughty Montague, that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died, and here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me. Think upon these gone. Let them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head, by urging me to fury. Oh, begone! By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Whoa, 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 whoa. I do defy thy conjuration, and apprehend thee a felon for a felon here. Well, wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy. They fight. Oh, I am slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb. Lay me with Juliet. Dies. In faith, I will. Let me pursue this face, Mercutio's kinsman, noble county Paris. What said my man? Ruin, my betossed soul did not attend him as we rode. I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so? Or did I dream it so? Or am I mad, hearing him talk of Juliet? To think it was so, oh, give me thy hand. Whoa, laying Paris in the tomb. Whoa. How oft be men, when men are at the point of death, have they been merry, which their keepers call a lightning before death. Oh, how may I call this lightning? Oh, my love, my wife, death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath, hath had no power upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt. Whoa, I was too fast. Turn around, please. Tybalt, liest thou there in bloody sheet, and thy bloody sheet? Oh, what more favour can I do thee, than with that hand that cut my youth in twain, to sunder his that was thine enemy? Forgive me, cousin. Ah, dear Juliet, why art thee yet so fair? Why shall I believe that of substantial death is amorous, and that the lean abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I still will stay with thee, never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain, with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look at your last. Arms, take your last embrace, and lips, O you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to your engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct, come, unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks at thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love. Waiting. Where's the poison? Are you going to take the poison yet? Or no? Ah! Here we go. Ah, that's the stuff. Oh, poison. Which one do I want? Poison too. Yeah, will work perfectly fine. Oh. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die. Are you dead yet? Dies. Saint Francis be my speed. How often night have my old feet stumbled at graves. Who's there? Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well. Bliss be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yond that vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls? As I discern, it burneth at the capel's monument. It doth so, holy sir. And there's my master, one that you love. Who is it? Romeo. How long hath he been there? Full half an hour. Go with me to the vault. I dare not, sir. My master knows not but I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death if I did stay to look on his intents. Stay then. I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oh, much I fear some ill, unthrifty thing. As I did sleep under this yew tree here, I dreamt my master and another fought, and that my master slew him. Romeo! Alack, alack, what blood is this, which stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? What mean these masterless and gory swords, to lie discolored by this place of peace? Romeo, O pale, who else, what, perished too, and steeped in blood? Ah, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance. The lady stirs. O comfortable friar, where is my lord? I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo? I hear some noise, lady. Come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come, come away. Thy husband is in thy bosom here, lies dead, and perished too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Say not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, good Juliet. I dare no longer stay. Exit. Go get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? A cup close in my true love's hand. Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. O churl, drunk all, and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them, to make me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm. Lead, boy. Which way? Yeah, noise? Then I'll be brief. O happy dagger. This is thy sheath. There, rust and let me die. This is the place, there where the torch doth burn. The ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard. Go, some of you. Who are you find? Attach. pitiful sight. Whoa, I'm too fast. Okay, come on now. Next scene. Next clip. Pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain, and Juliet bleeding, warm, and newly dead. Who here hath lain this 2 days buried? Go tell the prince, run to the Capulets, raise up the Montagues, and some others search. We see the ground whereon these woes do lie, but the true ground of all these piteous woes we cannot without circumstance descry. Hold them in safety till the prince come hither. Here is a friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps. We took this mattock and spade from him, as he was coming from this churchyard side. A great suspicion. Stay the friar too. What misadventure is so early up, that calls our bosun from our morning rest? What should it be that is so shrieked abroad? Oh, the people in the street cry, Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry toward our monument. What fear is this which startles in your ears? So then here lies County Paris, slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, warm and newly killed. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Here's a friar, and slaughtered Romeo's man, with instruments upon him fit to open these dead men's tombs. Oh heavens! Oh wife, look how our daughter bleeds! The stagger has mistaken, for lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom. Oh ye, this is a sign of death, is as a bell that warns my old age to a sepulture. Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son, and heir now early down. Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age? Look, and thou shalt see. Oh, how untaught! What manners is in this, to press before thy father to a grave? Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities. And now their spring, their head, their true descent, and then will I be general of your woes, and lead you even to death. Meantime, forbear, and let mischance to be slave to patience bring forth the parties of suspicion. Turn around. Turn around. That's funny. I am the greatest able to do least, yet most suspected, as the time and place doth make against me, of this direful murder. And here I stand both to impeach and purge, myself condemned and myself excused. Huh? Are you gonna turn around? Pretty please? Pretty please with a cherry on top? No? Fine then. I'll wait. Painfully. Myself. Then say at once what thou dost know in this. I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as a tedious tale. Romeo there dead was husband to that Juliet, and she there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pinned you, to remove that siege of grief from her betrothed, and would have married her perforce to County Paris. Then comes she to me, with wild looks, bid me devise some mean to rid her of this second marriage, or in my cell she would kill herself. Then I gave her a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime I writ to Romeo that he should hither as this dire night to help me take her from her borrowed grave. Being the time the portion's force should cease, but he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone at prefixed hour of her waking, came I to take her from her kindred vault, meaning to keep her closely at my cell till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came some minute... Whoa! Okay, fine. We still have known thee for a holy man. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say to this? I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then in post he came from Mantua to this same place, to this same monument. This letter he early bid me to give to his father, and threatened me with death going into the vault, if I departed not and left him there. Give me the letter, I will look on it. Where's the county's page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place? He came here with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bid me stand aloof, so I did. And on comes one with light to open the tomb, and by my master drew on him, and then I ran away to call the watch. This letter doth make good friar's words. The friar's words. Their course of love, the tidings of her death. And here he writes that he did buy a poison of poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die, and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet? Montague? See what scourge is laid upon your hate, that heavens finds means to kill your joys with love, and I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. O brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more I can demand. But I can give thee more, for I will raise her a statue in pure gold, that whiles Verona by that name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet. Turn. As rich shall Romeo by his lady's lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity. A glooming peace this morning with it brings, the sun for sorrow will not show its head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished, for never was the story more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo. Okay, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you liked it.